Greetings, people. I come in peace. Why are people running to Tyson Fury's defense? Many people are saying we've all been there. Fury is just enjoying a few drinks and unwinding. Yes, that's true, and I can understand that if that was me or you. But it's Tyson Fury who has a scheduled rematch worth millions, not only to him, but to his team and his opponent's team, and probably hundreds of others on the periphery of the occasion. A couple of weeks ago, he was concussed. Happy New Year! And now he has to rematch the same man who beat him from pillar to post, in a rematch that half of the boxing fans already don't believe will happen. And this latest episode hasn't filled them with any reassurance. Look, with Fury, it's not a one-off. His defenders are talking like they've forgotten Fury's battles with alcohol and drugs. What we saw should be extremely concerning. They are like permissive parents that only come to the realization of their lack of guidance when the damage is already done. Being soft on Fury doesn't help him. Now, can you believe this? Simon Jordan literally, precisely, and actually said that Tyson Fury could be playing possum with everybody. That means pretending that he wasn't really drunk.
Could be Tyson Fury playing possum with everybody, because you never know with a fella.
Of course.
You never know with him what he can create in people's minds. Don't look over here, look over there.
Yeah.
Could be Tyson Fury playing possum with everybody, because you never know with a fella.
Of course.
You never know with him what he can create in people's minds. Don't look over here, look over there.
Yeah.
That's an exceptionally imbecilic thing to say, and I find it breathtakingly patronizing. I mean, how lofty over boxing fans you must feel to utter such drivel. This goes to show the disdain they have for the populace. What's even more peculiar is they were straight-faced. It wasn't in jest. It wasn't banter or flippancy. Jim White, sitting next to Simon, didn't bat an eyelid. To infer that Tyson Fury could be pranking everybody to make us believe, I don't know what exactly, that he was drunk when he wasn't, he was exaggerating for kicks. Oh, come on, stop it. Why even try to make an absurd, goofy excuse like that for Fury? Then Simon goes on to say his only concern is for Tyson Fury to be the best version of himself for December. Oh, you can't make it up. Truth is stranger than fiction. Well, lifestyle is everything for an athlete. Now, if Fury was fighting Sefer Safari or Tom Schwartz, he could get away with it. But he's not. He's fighting one of the best boxers of our epoch, who just so happens to be a fastidious, sophisticated professional. By the way, he will not be depriving and decomposing his brain cells. You see, when it comes to high levels of competition, the most minute of differences between opponents count big. When I was younger, there used to be some very talented amateurs, and they used to party, smoke, drink, stay up late, typical 1980s teenagers, on Fridays and Saturdays, and even on the week of a bout. They were that talented that they'd still win. But then the clearly less talented boxers started to get the best of them. They barely scraped through their matches until it got too difficult and they stopped. I say that to say this. The old cliche is true. Hard work beats talent. The less talented fighters can and do beat aptitude, endowment and capability by sheer hard work. Usyk not only has competence, skill, aptitude and talent, he's profoundly gifted. And he works abnormally and terrifically hard. A real pain in the backside for his opposition. I watched Usyk's first interview after his win over Tyson Fury. He was in good spirits, as expected. He looked healthy, robust, invigorated, ready to take on the world again. A few interesting questions was posed about what he felt about the fight and about Fury's performance, and he didn't say anything disparaging. He said Fury was a bit of a catechism, a puzzle. The fight was a series of impugned struggle. He said Fury was his hardest fight, which was surprising to me. Maybe he was being polite. Perhaps he meant the most serpentine, indirect, tricky. It was for all the belts, so there was added pressure. Fury is an awkward behemothing lump. And for a fighter the size of Usyk to constantly get inside took a lot of effort, no doubt. He said Fury's long arms were like rope waving in the air. And he mentioned Fury hitting with the back of his gloves. When he was asked if Fury was the hardest puncher he'd faced, he said, no. Silly question if you ask me. Paradoxically, he said Derek Chisora was the hardest puncher he'd faced. He said the force of the punches on his guard, on his arms, were like being hit by a baseball bat. That was a surprising answer, as I would have thought it was AJ that hit him harder. But hey, he's the one that's in there feeling it. Usyk said he watched his fight with Tyson Fury twice and wrote down all the significant details, like what he did wrong and what he'll inculcate, cement, fix. As I've said, he's now downloaded the information and upgraded his random access memory. Fury is in for a torrid time if he steps back in the ring with Usyk. That we do know. Will he really want it? Fury is a lazy fighter. He wants the easiest, most comfortable path. We all do. But the way of a true warrior is to seek out and embrace the unknown, complicated and arduous challenges. This is what sets Usyk apart from the Furies and the Wilders and many others in the fight game. Funny enough, Johnny Nelson, he's doubling down. He thinks Fury won't take the rematch. He's very adamant about it as well. I've got to admit, if Fury sees the interview with Usyk, I don't think it will fill him with confidence. Usyk is on a different level mentally. Fury is mucking around, headbutting lampposts, while Usyk is resting his mind and body and gently, methodically preparing for part 2. Usyk is relishing the task to have another bite of the cherry.
That Terminator is out there. It can't be bargained with. It can't be reasoned with. It doesn't feel pity or remorse or fear. And it absolutely will not stop. Ever.
This time, if he gets Fury going, he will conclude the matter decisively. There's no doubt about that. Fury has not got the luxury to get drunk and embarrass himself in public. There was a time where that behaviour, for somebody of his status, flying the flag, the standard bearer for the country, would be pilloried. It would be unacceptable. Now we make excuses for it, not realising that the world sees that. Young people see it, impressionable people see it, fans see it. It brings down the tone. We know that boxers are always, through time, riddled with all sorts of characters. But it was never accepted as the norm.
Listen, I'm sorry, kid. Wrong. I had you figured for brains. You blew it this time, didn't you, boy? You really blew it.
Anyway, thanks for listening. Please subscribe if you like. And remember, choose life. Thank you.
Stand up. Come on, Ned, just one more time. Come on, man. What are you afraid of? Just one more time.